Hey guys, welcome to this edition of Malibu and Dad. Guys, we're in Lynchburg, Virginia. We're at Point of Honor. We're having a little festival today. So we're out here checking it all out. So come along with us guys as we enjoy this fantastic Virginia weather and see some of the things happening right here at Point of Honor. So come on guys, let's check it out.
We're glad to share the places and the people that we'll meet. Think of the memories we'll have, exploring hidden history. It's time to hop aboard on the road with Malibu and Dad. On the road with Malibu and Dad.
Alright guys, so we're going in for the house tour.
Do you have a drink in there?
I do. You want me to leave it outside?
I don't mind. Yeah. No food or drink, please. Besides the obvious. Well, I'm glad to have you. Okay, yes. So you probably saw from the outside, this is a Federalist style house. It was completed about 1815 by a man named Dr. George Cabell. The house was primarily built by enslaved labor. The bricks were made right here on this property with Virginia clay. You can see that color coming through. And you could actually find fingerprints of the people who made those bricks pressed in around the house. So their handprint is very much on the house. Coming up on the porch, if you use the handrail, the metal handrail coming up, that was also made right here by an enslaved blacksmith. And it's been used for over 200 years in support of the weight of many, many visitors through those years. We're standing here in the entrance hall. So this is a space that was intended to impress the guests that they were welcoming through the front door, which we have just entered. That was something that was typically reserved for the most important guests that the family wanted to impress. Today, that's all of you. This space, you see things that are expensive and things that are meant to look expensive. So one of the great examples of that is what we're standing on right now. This is a floor cloth. So it is painted to look like marble tiles, but it's actually canvas that has been painted and shellacked. So it does a great job of protecting the floor, and if you don't look too closely, it looks a lot like marble. The walls similarly are hand painted to look like dressed stone. It's not wallpaper, it's actually hand painted.
Wow.
Yes. But yes, the majority of things in this house are from about 200 years ago, so just be mindful of that. We ask people not to touch. If I see anybody doing anything, I'll holler. But one of the really cool pieces in this room is this clock here. Now this is a Williams and Victor clock. It was made by Williams and Victor of Lynchburg in this very city, and they were clocksmiths and silversmiths. And it's an 8-day clock, and if you hear it is ticking, so at the end of our 15 minutes here, we'll hear it ring, so we'll make sure we stay for that. Any questions about the entrance hall?
Was this the original?
The flooring is original, the floor cloth is a reproduction. But it has been here for, I want to say 20-30 years, so you can see it has some really good endurance for all the people that have been walking on it. Yeah.
So we live a couple houses up on Cabell, where I see a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
Was the same slave labor used to build the homes in the same area?
I believe a lot of those homes have been a little bit later when they were built. The people that Dr. Cabell enslaved, he may have rented them out to other people, but primarily they would have worked on his plantation. Yes, this plantation actually was about 740 acres, and it extended all the way to Holland's Mill and then across to where Riverside Park is, and it also included islands in the James River. So it was a really big piece of land. Yeah. This room would have been used mostly for entertaining, variety of purposes. You could take tea in here, would have had dancing, music, things like that. Some of the aesthetics of the period were very strongly influenced by classical and French design, and that's seen here in the wallpaper, which is the monuments of Paris. It's not very geographically accurate, but if you look closely, you might be able to recognize some of the buildings. Anything jumping out to you here? I know there's a lot to look at, so I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. There was an 1815 tax inventory that was completed, to actually help fund the war of 1812. But because of that, we get to see a list of some of the food that would have been eaten would have been a little bit more dependent on the seasons as well, what was being grown at that time of year. You may notice there's not a kitchen attached to the house. The kitchen's actually right outside this door here. Typically on southern plantations, the kitchen was separate from the house. There was a lot done to separate the family from the enslaved folks living here. So that included keeping the kitchen at a distance. So the food would get prepared outside and then brought through this door. All of the dishes and flatware stayed in this room. They would have been served in here and then afterwards washed in this room. And then after the meal was over, the mistress of the house would count to make sure everything was still here. The furnishings in this house, like I said, are curated.
We're going over to the bedroom chamber now.
So this is the best bed chamber. You can think of it something like a mix between a master bedroom and a family room. So this would have been where the family did a lot of their day-to-day activities. A lot of living happened in this very room. We've kind of passed from the more outward-facing part of the house, the more public part, to the more private part. So during the winter months, especially when it was cold and you wanted to conserve fuel, you could close this door and close the door in the bedroom upstairs, the children's room, and live in just this 1/3 of the house. And that was possible because there is actually another staircase right here, and you're welcome to come take a look at it. And you can probably see very easily why we do not use that staircase. There is no handrail and it is very steep. Yeah. So you can imagine trying to navigate those stairs at night in the dark, perhaps with a candle or chamber pot. Yeah. Not open. I think there was really no unfinished woods that were considered as it wasn't considered fashionable. They actually painted all of the woodwork black at one point when that was more in vogue. So the house has gone through some changes. But yes, the design, the molding is all original. And the color has been returned to its original color. And then that's my dad.
We just toured this house right here, guys, and it's awesome. So having a great time at the festival, guys, outside the home here. Just got done with the house tour. Everybody's having a great time. The weather's awesome.
So here's my roasted chicken. Now you getting on the stage and you doing them on today?
Yeah.
Today?
Already, he's already done it. He did it this morning at another event going on in the pizza bar.
So we're in the kitchen, guys, and this is Don Tavius.
Oh man, I
He's making a chicken dinner.
I had to get you on stage here. I ain't got no money. It's gonna be a little meal. It's not much. We're not making much. So this is something that would have been typical of a meal that would have been created or prepared in this cookhouse. This is a reproduction kitchen that would have served the family here at Point of Honor. Now, the work was an endless job. You have to wake up before the sun wakes up, feed yourself, get your family together, and then begin to take care of the needs of the family here. Breakfast begins, of course, before the sun rises, and it needs to be ready when the family is ready for it. The expectation is whenever I sit to the table, my food needs to just appear before me. There's no reminders, there's none of this stuff. Everybody is on a routine schedule, and it needs to be hot, fresh, and ready at the hour. So the cooks worked hard. They worked with the house staff to be able to ensure that the family got exactly what they needed. Once the food was prepared, of course the family doesn't come in this kitchen and eat. They sit at their dining table and eat. So how do you get the food to the dining table? You use the side stairs and you use the servant stairs. Have you guys been in the house yet? As you go in the house, look for the hidden stairs. There's a small...
Alright, so this next booth, showing some of the soldiers, how they would have their encampment.
No.
Back then.
Get finished for the day.
And showing
That's what you do. You
rifle.
clean up. All right. How you doing, sir?
Good.
And this is bear skin. This is a bear fur. You want to touch it? Soft. Yeah. So what they would do with something like this, if you there were groups in the army in the Revolutionary War. They were called light infantry. They would take a hat like the one I got over there, and they'd cut it up and make a helmet out of it. And then they'd take a piece of bear fur and put it across the top of the helmet, so that if they were out in the battle and somebody came by with a sword, then if a sword came down on that bear fur, it'd make the sword will just slide off the back of that helmet. It's sort of like 18th century high tech. Okay? Kind of cool?
Hi guys, look at this live bee
Okay.
demonstration here. Live bees.
Okay.
They're making honey. Look at that. Very cool.
Hey James, how are you? Oh, hi. Who are you here with?
Working club, I decided they needed a new toy to play with. So on Thursday I put it on paper, Friday I bought materials and cut it, Saturday and Sunday I put it together. Monday she put bees in it, the school project. And Tuesday morning I set it on her kitchen table, and Tuesday night she drove.
All right, guys. Hey, it's Malibu, and we just met Martha.
Hi,
Here.
everybody.
Say hello. This is a new subscriber, Martha, up here in Virginia.
Oh, she likes my
Giving you a
ears.
kiss.
She's kissing me. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh my goodness.
That's a good sign. That means she really likes you.
I'm an animal lover, so yes.
I think
Malibu is precious. We will be pulling you up, doll. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
All right, so they're doing a carriage ride. That's another part of this fun event. So Lexington Carriage Company is doing all these carriage rides for everybody out here. So that's really cool. All right, guys. Hey, so we left Point of Honor, and I stopped over here at the Old City Cemetery. See it behind me. This is the oldest cemetery in Lynchburg, and they were doing a guided tour tonight. And basically, they get a character actor to be the person who's in the grave, and you go by candlelight from grave to grave, and they talk to you. Trying to get in tonight, man, but they are booked up a week in advance, so I couldn't get in. But I said, you know what? While I'm here, let's just do a couple of shots of the cemetery. Let me show you around. As you can see, guys, it's an absolutely beautiful cemetery. One of the oldest cemeteries in Lynchburg, in Virginia. Lynchburg, Virginia. And man, look at the stones. They're just ancient. The cemetery's been around a long time. And now from previous visits here, the cemetery actually has one of George Washington's nieces buried here, which is really cool. And they have a really cool section here with all the military honors by that wall there. Let me take you around, but look how pretty, guys. I love this cemetery. And this is the military section. Here are a bunch of Confederate graves. The military section of the cemetery. This is a very popular visited cemetery, and look at all there's all Confederate soldiers right here, guys. Here at Old City Cemetery. I love the old wall here. And what they do here is they also have a beautiful flower collection where they do roses, and you can actually buy roses from their rose gardens here on property at different times of the year. Here's an example of a really pretty one. And the roses are still around here and there. Look at this one here, guys. Just a baby. Ooh. They're beautiful. I love the old house here. The wind's just blowing. It's about 62 degrees here in Lynchburg. It's beautiful. What a beautiful Saturday. Look at this grave here, guys. With all the roses. There's bushes all around it. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, we're at Roadrunner Express here in Lynchburg, Florida. And we ran into a gentleman who wants to do a photo shoot with our car. After we went through his wash here. And we're at the Roadrunner Express car wash. And man, you know what? They do a great job. Look at this car. Come all the way down from Florida and decided to wash it here. Met this gentleman. He's doing a promo shot and show what a great job they do here at Roadrunner Express. And we're pretty happy, and I'll get him on camera. Hey guys, came over here today in Lynchburg, Roadrunner Express car wash, and Dan there hooked us up with one of the best car washes I've ever had, guys. Here in Lynchburg, Florida. I mean, it's Lynchburg, Virginia. Sorry, we're from Florida. Look at this car. It turned out awesome. Dan, thank you.
Thank you.
Getting us done through.
Appreciate it.
Really appreciate you, buddy.
Absolutely.
So guys, if you're in the Lynchburg area, come out, come see Dan. We're at Roadrunner Car Wash Express. Man, they've got a great deal for you. Look how good that car looks. So come on out. Well, the sun is setting on our day here in Lynchburg. And it's so beautiful. I love visiting here, guys.